Hi, I'm Melanie McQuaid and you're watching Racergirl Television. Today I'm in Zambri's kitchen with Peter Zambri, which is super awesome because we are going to get some real cooking lessons from a real chef. So today we're going to make two things, and there'll be a part one and a part two, so whichever dish that you're looking to make at home, you can choose which part. Today we're going to make a prosciutto wrapped tomato. So Peter, tell me all about this thing.
Well, I guess it's something that I kind of invented. So it's basically a yellow tomato. It's peeled and dried off, and it's wrapped with prosciutto. And then I put it in a pan with butter, olive oil, garlic, chilies, anchovies, and sage, and kind of cook it down until the butter starts to turn a tiny little bit brown. I put a little Parmigiano cheese on top of it, and that's it. It's simple, but it's delicious.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And actually, I've had this in the restaurant, and it's one of my favorite things that you could possibly get here at Zambri. So I'm pretty excited about this. So follow along. I'm going to try and show you what he's doing, but keep in mind, he's like a true professional, and if it doesn't look as perfect as his at the end when you make this at home, it's no big deal. So off we go to take some lessons.
What we have is all the ingredients that we need to make this tomato, except for the prosciutto, which we're going to slice to order. It's always better to slice the.
Cool. Okay. Look at that tiny knife you're using. How come it's so tiny?
Well, it's just a little paring knife. Yeah.
All right.
The size of the knife should match the size of the job.
Okay.
Okay. Let's core these tomatoes. Core and score. When you're scoring your tomato, also you don't have to go too deep. You're just scoring it so that your skin.
So you can peel it after, right? There you go. So 30 seconds a minute.
Done.
Done. Okay, not even 30 seconds.
It's already starting to come off.
Yeah. And did you choose an orange tomato just because it looks so cute, or can you you can use any color tomato, right?
You can.
But
right now,
this is the cutest color to go with, Pam.
I chose yellow tomato because they're better than the red ones right now.
Okay, so you choose the best one for the season.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Tomatoes. Let's go over there and slice some prosciutto. This is an Italian product. This one is from Parma. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the right thickness. Now you can probably have your deli guy slice your prosciutto and put it on a tray for you.
Yep. And what are you asking for when you're slicing it?
You're asking for it to be fairly thin, but not so super, like, you should be able to see right through it, hey? See that?
Okay. Sliced to translucent. Cool.
So, let's see here. Now we've got these tomatoes. They've been dried a little bit, and I'm just going to wrap the prosciutto delicately around the tomato with a few pieces. I'm trying to cover the tomato completely, and I'm gently squishing it so that everything sticks nicely. And that means when I cook it, they're not gonna fall off, right? The pieces of prosciutto aren't gonna fall off.
And so you want every little piece of that tomato covered, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's it.
Excellent.
So that's what we're looking for. Done.
Beautiful.
Okay. So that's the first stage.
It's like a meat softball.
Yeah. You can pitch this into the back catcher. And I think one of the most important things for this recipe is not to have your heat too high.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're using an element burner at home, because there's contact, usually you burn things a little bit easier. So what we want is maybe a number 3 or 4 at max.
Okay.
Right. So you're just melting your butter. You're melting your ingredients together rather than really frying them. So that's about for two. That's the perfect amount of fat.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, the chili.
Yeah, I'm taking it off now because I want to get all my ingredients in.
Yep.
We have some jalapeno peppers.
Oh my gosh, I love the jalapenos.
Let's put one more slice in.
And so are these all like traditional ingredients for would you find a jalapeno in Italy?
Oh yeah, of course you will.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you might find a red one. You might find other chili peppers too.
Yeah.
Right. But this is what we have here.
Okay.
And it's got good flavor, and it's pretty much a good.
It's not too hot.
To use. Yeah. And they're not too hot.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have some sage leaves. It does flavor your finished product quite a bit.
Okay.
We have, for 2 tomatoes, let's put 1 anchovy fillet. And the other most important ingredient. And the reason why we want it sliced thick. Okay, see that right now it's a bit hot, so I'm going to turn the heat down a tiny little bit.
Okay.
Garlic sliced thick, so that it browns rather than burns thick.
Okay.
Our 2 tomatoes. And we're just going to turn the heat, like you can see that. See how?
Yeah, heat's almost off. It's low. But it's still bubbling away there.
Pepper. And a tiny bit of salt. And that's it. Done.
Yeah, I guess you have to be careful with the salt because you just put an anchovy in there. That's pretty salty,
Anchovy
right?
and the prosciutto. So
Right.
you have, it's just like, just a little bit. What the salt is going to do is going to bring out the flavor in your chili peppers, your sage, and your garlic.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what it's going to do.
Okay.
Fork better than a spoon for a lot of things, hey? You see, I'm not manipulating or moving things around too much. We're
Is
just
that
letting.
it'll fall off of it?
We're just letting things happen. We got some breadcrumbs. Okay, and the reason for the breadcrumbs is twofold. It absorbs some of the oil and butter, and it creates an interesting texture. In the bottom of the bowl. And the reason I'm doing this is kind of like, now I'm just kind of frying them a little bit.
Yep. So it's just more like also the texture of the prosciutto on the outside, right? That's what we're going for now.
Exactly. These are pretty much done. We've got nice brown garlic. Okay, not burnt, just browned through. We've got chili peppers, our sage leaves, are nice and crisp. Boom. And there we go.
Done deal.
Okay. You can put the Parmigiano right on top of that. Garnish.
Wow. Beautiful.
A little bit of the garnish around, perhaps. Okay, so that's our finished product. I think Mel and I are going to go and have a little something to eat.
Definitely, yeah. I can't wait to eat this thing.
And then we'll be back and we'll do the other recipe.
Excellent.
Okay.